What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the top of the map in the red color, playing as Zeus. His name is Shadowfax. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is Jokerdem. This is the group stages of the Age of Mythology competitive Mega Random tournament. First of its kind, because this is the first time we've ever had a competitive Mega Random. It's never been known before. You know, it's interesting. You go and you look at Age of Empires 2 and you see competitive Mega Random, or not competitive Mega Random, you see Mega Random. They just call it Mega Random over there. Crazy. In their map pool, and everyone just kind of plays on it and they're kind of cool with it. I think the same might be true for Age of Empires 4. But then you come into Mythology and you see the unknown and you're like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it at all. But then you see this map and you're like, oh, that's what it's meant to be. So big shout out to Rebels Rising and all the work he's put in to make possibly the greatest addition to competitive Age of Mythology in recent memory. I could be wrong. Other people might disagree with me, but that's my opinion here. So we do have Jokerdem here in the bottom of the map. I have got no information on Jokerdem. I don't know who he is. I don't know where he is. I don't know when he is. And such is the life. I'm gonna just quickly make a quick chat in the old chat thing here, because at Wiz, I will cast after this game. Sorry. Alrighty, so where was my brain? My brain was not here. So Jokerdem, I don't have much information on this player, but I've seen certain players by the name of Duck Nugget come in and be incredibly strong. So I'm ready to be in shock and awe. I do believe this player is at least 1750 plus, and he is going up against Shadowfax, who's a multiple tournament winner. This guy has won multiple vanilla tournaments, has placed incredibly high in many Titans tournaments, and is a force of nature in Age of Mythology. Definitely has some of the best mech out of anyone here, and we'll see what he's going to come up with on this game. He does get a little bit of the dice roll edge here. Everybody kind of realizes that Loki's not the best on water. However, this map, very different to an average Loki map, because you can defend underneath your docks, sort of like on an Anatolia or something like this. And it's also less fish, which goes into a Loki benefit as well in a big way, which means you don't have to go for like crazy build orders to get your 18 fishing ships out. Anyone can kind of do a fairly standard 9 fishing ship build order here with Loki into like 3 docks or something, and kind of defend against sort of Zeus shenanigans. So we'll see what Jokerdem is going to be coming up with, and we'll go from there. But Athena coming through now for Shadowfax. There's a world here where Shadowfax can just go kind of ignore the water as well. There were games that I recall from way back when, like I'm talking 2006, 2007 on Midgard, for example, where I saw Zeus players doing things like 9 fishing ship Athena rushes like with 430 advances. And it was really, really strong. The point being that if your opponent were to make any amount of ships, they would just straight lose, because you just have so much extra food straight away that they just can't defend it. And this is definitely a possibility here. That beyond all of that, there's a whole lot of other very cool ideas you can go for. Things like Hermes into like fake fast heroics, dropping buildings on both sides of the map to try and catch an opponent out. It's more for different matchups than like against a Loki here, but we'll see what's going to happen. As we are seeing triremes coming through for Shadowfax, so he is playing this one fairly standard here, it would seem. The Jason and Minotaur wandering forward here. And we see Jokerdem going through 430, so not a whole lot of surprises here. Heimdall, I like Heimdall on the water maps sometimes, like on Anatolia or Midgard. But this map, 430 makes a lot more sense, as we do see the longboats coming out. Immediate bolt there onto the longboat as Jokerdem attempting to defend here as best as he can. As we do see the Jason and Minotaur out from Shadowfax. It's very, very tough to deal with this one here as Shadowfax attempting to micro this as best as he can, but more of the defender's advantage coming through for Jokerdem, but we will be seeing one longboat getting taken out here, it seems, as an attempt from the Minotaur to come over here and help out. Shadowfax got more reinforcements coming through. He still hasn't lost a trireme, I don't think, is one's very, very low HP, and this is where the restoration comes in incredibly clutch and disgusting, as this is looking awfully similar to a lot of Mediterranean Zeus versus Loki matchups, as we see the longboats getting completely cleaned up. More trireme coming in, a lot of low HP units. You always have to be selecting your opponent's trireme to take out those low HP ones, and that's exactly now what we see Jokerdem doing, as a second longboat does go down. A third longboat going to be coming down as well here, forcing that restoration. But honestly, a little bit late from Shadowfax. He had 3 or 4 long triremes at low HP in that fight, greedily holding on to it. He could have got them back up to full HP, getting himself a ton of extra effective resources, but instead just gonna use it a little bit late, and he's gonna clean up the rest of those longboats. Well, the question now is, where does Jokerdem go? Does he continue making longboats? He's not. Does he go for a town center? That's looking like it's exactly what he wants to do here, as Shadowfax is going to take down this dock. But Shadowfax is now, he's still actually making some trireme, but Shadowfax has already got himself out a military academy, and unlike say like Hades or Poseidon, Zeus has got the option here to effectively go for the jugular. Hoplite, Toxote, make all the fishing ships you can. Get yourself, I say fishing ships, all of the fishing ships that you can make, and start moving forward and killing your opponent. Because the hoplites are siege weapons. Normally you have to wait for siege weapons to break through town centers and things like that, but with hoplites, they just get that bonus damage, and that could be what Shadowfax is going to attempt to do here. He's got a lot of resources in the bank. Does he have himself per scene? Yes, he does. He's not building more fishing ships, so that does make me a little bit sad, but the hoplites are going to be spotting this town center going up here for Jokerdem, and we'll see if he's going to react to it fast enough or not. I don't think he needs to prevent this from going up, but he does need to react to it. We will be seeing that hoplite sneaking around the bottom here. Going to start attacking this location, attacking one of those Herser as well. Getting that damage done as best as he can. Shadowfax moving in with the rest of his units here. This is a very, very real point at which Jokerdem's game is going to be on the line here, as the Scraling's still going at it here, but enough units are in to stop this one. The Minotaur does look like it will be getting taken out. More units going to be coming in here. We are seeing a town center coming up. Boo for Shadowfax. No attempt at a huge Athena-esque push here, as we are seeing the longhouse coming down, but does manage to sneakily find the town center of Jokerdem in the nick of time, preventing it from going up. The Minotaur will indeed get taken out here, as we see the troll getting a little bit of harass here onto these fishing ships, which is a little bit funny, but is what it is. Shadowfax with lots of wood in the bank, and what was the point in winning that water? There we go. Finally getting those fishing ships out, and in that moment, Jokerdem does decide to tap out. GG, well played by Shadowfax. A very, very, very stock standard executed game here from Shadowfax, just showing how strong Athena is on the water maps. If you are going to be going with Loki on this type of map, might I suggest watchtowers? There's a lot of options here with this middle lake. If you can get a sentry tower up here, you prevent these fishing ships from going up. You don't have to always go water. There's lots of random ideas that are incredibly strong. You could, especially getting up a sentry tower nice and early, instead of going double dock, you can put up the tower here on this location, and then the trireme can't come through here. So you get a tower here. You get a dock here. These fishing ships are relatively well defended. The ships can't come by because they're going to be losing too much HP. I'm just spitballing here. Lots of interesting ideas on a map like this, but Jokerdem doesn't go for it, and Shadowfax gets the easy first dub in this series. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.